It's still be on the beat.
NinjaFlavor.com.
Bó jẹ́ lálẹ́, bó ṣe lóru o, máa bá ẹ lọ. Bó ṣe lówùrọ̀, àbí lọ́sàn-án o, máa bá ẹ lọ. Torí I no fit stop thinking about you, my love. I no fit stop thinking about you, my love. This initial gaga, baby.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's another interesting time and I'm hoping we'll find this fun as always. So today I want us to talk about another very important subject that most of the times not all of us feel very comfortable talking about. Before I introduce the topic, do we remember that auntie, that friend, that sister, that work colleague who would usually spend more time in the bathroom, spend more time in her wardrobe, spend more time getting ready, sorting out what to wear, doing her makeup, polishing her shoes, even at some point having to have those things in her bag before leaving the house, just so if she needs to touch up her shoes or her polish, or a bottle of perfume. It can be anything, a variety of things we do or we've seen someone do. We know what we've thought about them. We've probably wondered, is she okay? Is this auntie all right? Some of us would probably think, oh, she has a lot of time on her hands. Oh, she's vain. I think she's probably just shallow. I think the reality is that we downplay some of these things. We do not want to tell ourselves how huge. We don't want to understand or accept that appearance is very important. We've been fed so many lies in the past. You know, these are social constructs. You don't want to discuss these things because people feel, oh, it will make you shallow. You will be perceived as superficial. You should instead focus on other things that are more important. But the truth is, we live in a superficial world. We are humans. You know, we tend to downplay things like this. But at the end of the day, we know how we feel when we run into someone for the first time. We know how long it takes us, if we're actually going to be honest. When we see people for the first time, what do we normally do? Unconsciously, in our minds, it doesn't take us 20 seconds, less than a minute actually, to assess people, to judge them, to make up our mind, to form an impression, you know, about who they are. We look at their appearances from head to toe. That's how the brain works. Again, it doesn't matter what faith, it doesn't matter what prejudices we have. It's just that in some cases, in some people, it's more pronounced. But the truth is that when we run into people for the first time, we judge them by what they look like, even before we hear them. So appearance is very important. And because we are talking about, I've made a few videos where I stressed about growing up, about empowering one another, especially as a woman, especially as, you know, one who is passionate about giving back to others. I think it's also important that we tell ourselves the truth as women, and also men, children. People judge us, people look at us. Appearance is important. And for that reason, guys, today I want us to debunk some of these social constructs, some of these religious connotations, contortions, if you would like. Some faith, religious faith, or people will tell you that for you to be holy, in quote, you have to look bland. You have to look like nothing, to be appreciated. You have to look basic, if you would like. But that's not the truth. If you read your Bible, if you go through some of these teachings, even by our Lord Jesus, you see that most of the time he emphasized on the purity of your heart, the kindness of your heart, the fact that you're able to live in peace and harmony with people, your ability to share and to support one another, and to love. Love is very important. That's the key. Because if you love someone, you can hurt them. Little attention was paid on appearance, on what you shouldn't wear and what you should wear. So where that misconception came from is probably not known. But the truth is, appearance is important. And as women, I want us to recognize that and begin to take that seriously, because at the end of the day, that's how we are created. A healthy human being should be able to see something and form an opinion based on the assessment. Even if you're going to view a house, where you want to live, you would look at the environment, you look at the structure, you are judging it. The same thing applies to human beings, women in particular. So guys, enough of that intro. Today I want us to talk about our appearance. As women, looks is very important. It is what it is. Look the way you want to be addressed. Appearance, image, presentation. There are little things we do that make a lot of difference. And there are also little things we do that detract, subtract from our overall appearance. And today I want us to look at those things. I'm actually starting a new series on image, looks, and our presentation. I am not going to dwell on beauty. That's a whole different kettle of fish. Every woman is beautiful. That's my belief. Most people look good. You don't have to be a model, But whatever you look like, whatever the shape, whatever the form, there are still little things we can do to peck up our image, to give it that overall finish that would endear people to you, not people who don't understand the importance of appearance. And you don't have to break the bank, I've always believed I've always been someone who believed in subtle appearance. Laid back, but feminine, as well as not overpowering. But then that's my taste. Someone else might see it as boring. Someone else might describe my looks as just not interesting. That's okay. That's what I mean. It's okay. But for me, that makes me happy. So by all means, you don't have to go by my standard. You don't have to take on board what I say. It's up to you to stick to whatever you want. This is my channel, and I feel I can share, and hopefully this is going to help one or two people out there within the community. So today I'm going to start with the face. Our faces. It's like a gateway. So as women, there are little things we can do to our faces to make a lot of difference, an immediate boost if you would like. I've run into so many women and I'm like, can I just go ahead and remove that facial hair? I feel the urge, but then I hold myself back because I understand I can't. Facial hair, girls, is a no, an absolute no. And by facial hair, what I mean is any hair around your jaw areas, hair around the bridge of your nose. Some of us have hair all over the place on our faces. I wouldn't want to keep them. I normally go for waxing. You know, I've run into a few friends, maybe not friends, but a few people, and when they speak, laugh, I see that the hair from their nostrils are actually to the point where you can see it while having a conversation. That's a no for everyone. You know, we have to get a tiny scissors. I have a tiny scissors that I sometimes use to take out cut off the hair under my nostrils. I don't wait for them to grow up. I go to wax I actually thread my eyebrows, and when I'm at it, I tell them to tidy up my facial hair. I find that when I do that, it gives my face like a boost. It looks cleaner, it looks tidier, and my makeup stays better and pops nicer. You know, so that's tip number one. Say no to any form of facial hair. Just get rid of them. You know, there are other parts of our body as women where we should no longer be having hairs, but because I'm focusing on the face today, I may not go into depth, you know, but it's important as women, you have to get rid of hairs. I know it can be distressing, you know, it doesn't look good if you have to go to the salon 4 times in a week to get rid of the facial hair, the hairs around your chin, the hairs around your, you know, the bridge of your nose, your forehead, and your eyebrows. You know, it's not in fashion, it's not tasteful, it doesn't look good, and it takes from your overall presentation. So we have to get rid of facial hair. It's a no. It's a big no. It pokes through the makeup. You can't cover it with your concealer, unfortunately. I wish we can. It will probably be cheaper, but no. So waxing your hair, removing your facial hair, the hair all over your legs, for the face, it gives it a kind of this clean look. It gives you this perfect finish. And also it helps your product penetrate very well. You know, when you look after when you take care of your skin at night, during the day, it just makes it look effortless. So it's very important that we say no to facial hair. And then we take care of our skin. You have to have your products separate for your face as well as your body. Most of us think it's okay to use the same body cream, the same moisturizer. After all, it's my body. After all, I can use it everywhere. Why not my face? Some people even use their hair cream on their faces. We think it's cheap. We think it's, but it's not, you know, because what will happen on the long run, you would have caused some damages to the facial skin. The facial skin, guys, is very sensitive. You have to have a different products. You have to have your night cream, you know. You have to have your day cream. Your night creams would have things like retinol. They would have things like vitamin C in them, and they would have other products other ingredients that would help your skin to trigger. They will help trigger such processes of regeneration of your skin, renewal. You have to have your serum that you use at night. These are not something you buy every day. I understand we have financial constraints every now and then, especially mothers, but we have to do this. I find some of them, because you only have to have use a pea size, so you probably not buy maybe twice or 3 times in a year, you know. So overall it's still worth it. It's still not going to be too much financially. You have to have your serum, you have your facial cream. Going to bed at night with your makeup is a no. I don't care how tired you are, guys. If you like, drink till 1 a.m. If you come back to the house, take your time, wipe off every trace of makeup on your face before you do your routine. I would usually, after wiping off my makeup, splash warm water, tepid, not hot, yeah, all over my face, and then wash it off before I come back to the room and apply my night creams before going to bed. It does show. If you look after your skin, it will show. If you disrespect your skin, it will show. I don't want to tell you to drink water. Oh, I look good because I drink water. Oh, my skin looks... Water is good. I always say to people, when you have your vegetables and you pour water on them, you wake up in the morning, you see them, your flowers, they look fresh. So by no means, water is very important for the skin, but that's not the only thing you do. If you don't use your night cream and you're drinking water, you will not repair damages on your skin. If you wake up in the morning and you don't put sunblock, and you go out during the day and you expose your skin to the rays of the sun, it will give you freckles, it will give you dark circles, it will give you blemishes, it will age your skin, and it will give you hyperpigmentation. Water will not get rid of them. So I know it's very common when our celebrities and our friends, when you ask some of them, what do I drink water? Vegetables. Yeah, we know vegetables are good, they have antioxidants, but doing that alone would not make a significant difference on your skin. So it's about those lifestyles, changing those lifestyles, knowing that you have to separate your day cream from your night cream, and that your day cream must have an SPF at least of 30 to protect your skin from the radicals, free radicals out there that would eventually cause this damage, not even cancer, you know. So that's it for the skin. And hair, guys, hair is very important. Be it permed, relaxed, cut, wig, weave, colored. I am like a freelance when it comes to hair. I have a video I'm working on hairs, and guys, you'll find it very interesting, so watch out for that. Hair is like the glory of every woman, and like I said, I recognize respectfully there are women who, for whatever reason, physically, mentally, cannot have hair on their head or good hair follicles. I understand that. Hair is very important to us as women. We have to make sure our hair is tidy, clean. I used to go to the salon to tongue my hair, but after a while I learned how to do it, just so I can say, because I need to have them tidy and neat at all times. So now I do them myself. I had to buy the wand on the internet. I sit down, I learned on YouTube, and now I'm able to do it, just because I cannot afford to step out of my house without my hair in place, without my hair tidy. It's very important. So still back to the face, we have to know our makeup, guys. I use makeup, but I'm not overly a makeup person. I can go without makeup, but that's not an excuse to go without makeup. You know, if you think you have great skin, if you think you don't need too much makeup, that's okay. But there's one thing about makeup. Makeup is not just to you don't need makeup because you are not beautiful or you can't do without it. It just kind of makes your whole look even. It gives you that polished out look, if you would like. So when you're dressed up, you have a nice dress, you have a nice pants on, nice top, nice hair, and then you come out with your face looking bare. It would reduce the overall appearance. It would not look finished. It would not look perfect. So again, it goes back to my preference, which I already mentioned. I like makeup, but I like it subtle. Sometimes I would be tempted to wear my red lipstick. I tend to use them occasionally more than having them as everyday, looks. I love my eyebrows. I don't have so much. What I do is fill it in. So every time I wake up in the morning, I'm going to go out, I have to do my makeup, depending on where I'm going, but it's very important. So there's actually a saying that every time as a woman you step out of your house, you should imagine a red carpet thrown on the floor for you. Tell yourself you're going down the runway, you're walking down the runway. There's see an imaginary runway and see people observing, cheering you, camera people, cameramen, taking your photos. That way, you are able to carry yourself well, you're able to look after yourself, you're able to present yourself to the world. And remember that people will treat you the way you look. If you doubt what I'm saying, dress up nicely, do your makeup, go into a store. The next time, dress up casually, go without paying attention to what you look like. Walk into the same store, you will you'll get different treatment, you'll get different reception, and you will be shocked at the disparity, And it is so easy to tell why. People respect you when you put yourself together, when you dress well. So if you're a woman, you might think is tasking, but hey, everything good, you have to work for it. There's always a price to pay for something to your makeup. Please do it as long as you tidy up. That's the key word here. Do not look untidy. Do not step out of your house looking unkempt and telling me, oh, that guy was racist, oh, that guy did not speak to me properly, oh, that woman was so disrespectful. So that we can help each other, it's empower each other, look good together, grow together, develop together. And yes, that's it for me. So thank you again for your time. I hope you enjoyed this series. More is to come, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe and share, and I see you in another video. Until then, God bless. Bye now.